All right, guys. Good morning, everybody. Good morning to you. This is KEL, and yes, indeed, it's a brand new morning today. Today is the 30th of June, 2026. Crazy Global Market Talk with KEL. Crazy anytime, anywhere. Now, today is the final day of the June month, and of course, I know that many of you are excited because you guys are all preparing for the coming July, right? Okay, good. All right, the thing is this, let me just inform everybody here. All right, the market is expected to expect to go crazy for the month of July. Now, July is traditionally to be the month of volatility. Normally, the market is going to be down first, then up for most of the time for the month of July. So we'll take a look at July month later on to see whether is this correct for the last few years. All right, but before that itself, disclaimer apply as usual. Please kindly do your risk management before engaging in any form in the market. Now, for those who are football fans, you probably know that Brazil has continued to march into the top 16 while eliminated Japan. Pretty sad. Japan played pretty well. Now, the thing is this, why I'm going to talk about that is that Japan back then, 20 years ago, was just a very normal team. But yesterday, when I saw them play, I can tell you that they really, really pushed themselves to the limit and they really play very well. It's just that hard luck, they lost it to Brazil. Okay, due to experience, I will say that. But then again, this actually shows us that Asia is really growing. And of course, for CRAZII, we are also growing. We are learning, improving, and also getting you guys to come on board. So today, we have now 68 people online for our session. That's fantastic. But I believe that we can hit more than 100, 200 people the next time. Okay? All right, so turn on your AI, Gemini, ChatGPT, turn it on, listen to me, get the AI to translate for you along the way. So like that, you will understand what am I saying. All right, I will speak purposely slower so that you guys can catch up. Okay, so let's take a look at what's happening around the world now. Okay, let me just refresh it for one time just in case. All right. Okay, so first of all, right, Japanese yen sink to 40-year low. All right, it means that now Japanese yen should be at 162, 163 level, and there is a high chance that BOJ might be intervening. Right, if they do that, definitely there will be a lot of shake in the market. So traders, you need to be very, very careful. Okay, let me see what is the dollar yen right now. Dollar yen is trading at 162.11. All right. So it's still near the high level. Yeah. Okay. Now, China factory activity grew faster than expected in June on tech export demand. And of course, crude oil went up as Iran and Israel reached deal to halt attack. But then again, there's some fresh talk again in Qatar. And of course, we have the weekend clash where Singapore ship was affected. So all this again is just really day to day. They are playing game. One moment they are saying there's a halt, next moment they say there's a fight. So basically that's what's happening. All right. So other than that, now you can see that Bitcoin is definitely at the very critical technical level. I will expect you to listen to me later on because I got something to share about Bitcoin. Yeah. Okay. Now, one thing to note, everybody, this is one thing to take note. Donald Trump and his friends are buying this counter called Exxon. All right. Okay. And after that, we all know that this I sought a 220 million Tesla deal, right? So this is how corrupted, in my opinion, that they are doing right now. They just basically buy the company first, then after that give the deal to the company, and then the company make money. So it's a very legitimate way, but it's just that how can they be buying a company before they involve in that? This is really US, yeah. And of course, as long as he's in the house, no one really can bother until he leaves. But think about this: if he leaves from the White House with the amount of money he has, it's going to be very difficult for him to be punished. That's my personal view, yeah. Okay, so let's continue. All right, so basically that is the fundamental news that we have for now. Let's look at the technical that I think you're waiting for. Okay, wait. Okay, now my price is not moving as usual, so you need to follow your own price. Now the goal is at 3962, yeah. So this price is actually wrong, yeah. So now it's a bit higher. Okay, but today the opening price, as you can see, is trading below the MLP. So that's why the market today will be preferred to sell. And today again is an inverse day. Yeah, inverse day. The pivot 2 and pivot 1 inverted again. So that means that the market will choose to either touch this one or touch this line. So 4078 is an upper line, 3932 is a lower line. So if you ask me, of course, I will say that the market most likely will trigger 3932 later. I repeat, now the price is at 3962, right? I think that this gold will touch 3932 later, maybe in the afternoon or the evening or at night. It doesn't matter, but based on technical, it will usually touch one of the pivot 1 or pivot 2. This is something that we are quite sure that it might happen. And of course, at the same time, 3932 is very near to the KEL at 3933. So which means that it's a high chance the market is going to go down because 3932 and 3933 just only 1 point away. And due to the law of attraction, the market should be able to go towards there itself. Okay, so traders, watch out for that. Now, what is scary is this. If the market break below 3933, the next level the market can go is 3856. Oh my God. Now, 3856 is really very low if we compare to current price right now. Current price is like 3963. So we're talking about 110 points away. Oh my God. All right. So is it possible? Well, anything is possible because we can see now the boys are actually selling. The KCX is selling. So what could trigger a massive sell down to go down to 3,850, right? All right, it's because only one reason. It's because of if the Federal Reserve have to increase interest rates. Now, that key will be the oil price. Now, if oil price goes up, right? If oil price goes up, then there's a very high chance that the inflation will pressure the US Federal Reserve to increase interest rates. And if they do that, then of course the dollar will increase in value and that will press down the gold price. So either the oil price goes up or the Federal Reserve hike interest rate, or the two of them combined that give the reason to hike interest rates and push up the dollar for the gold price to come down. Now, I did tell you guys 3933 to 3856 would be one of the few levels that I really, really want to buy and hold a position for gold. All right, so this one, I will pay close attention to this. If you actually see the gold coming down to 3856, then I think that's a very good price for you to consider to buy and hold, okay? But again, we will wait for the bigger direction before we engage into that, yeah? Very important. Now, for those who just joined us, wow, we hit 87 people already. Fantastic. I think ever since we tell everybody to take out their handphone, put with ChatGPT or Gemini or DeepSeek, you just let it run, tell the AI to talk to you in your own language. I think a lot of people start to understand the beauty of this. So when you're listening to me live, you can see the translation and you can understand what am I sharing. That's a way to do that, yeah? All right, well done, everybody. Okay, so the thing is this. Remember, why am I bearish on gold? I've been telling you this, guys, because you can see this is the K trend. This is the first K trend. This is the second. This is the third. This is the fourth. This is the fifth. This is the sixth. Oops. Right, this is the seventh. All right, so we have 7 K trends, right? Number 2 is lower than number 1. Number 3, lower than number 2. Number 4 is lower than number 3, and so forth, right? So that's why we are still not out of the woods yet. The market is still likely going to go down a little bit more. Once we form a base somewhere around here, then maybe we can use K trend to do the reversal upwards, okay? So now we are not there yet. So without that, we cannot do any form of K trend from the bottom. So that's why the market is at the moment now is bearish. Okay, so now it's a bear market for gold. Okay, many people think that it wasn't, but I already tell you guys, gold is a bear. So you need to buy, you need for it to turn bull. To turn bull, use the K trend. Okay, use the K trend to do that. K trend, yeah. All right, so now these are K trend, but these are all for the sell side. Okay, all clear? All right, if all clear is sell again, you can take a picture of this, or you can just wait for the time to come, and then when I tell you it's time to buy gold, you just listen in and do for that, yeah? Okay, all right. Okay, so let's continue and look at the next market. The next market that we will look at it is silver. I know that some of you are doing silver. So let me explain this to you on silver. Okay, so everybody look at silver. You can see that silver is also a K trend here and here. So you can see it's a K trend that created silver to trade down today. All right. And silver, there is a very strong KCB double stack here, and that's about 5338. Okay, let me just draw this properly. All right, just to be very sure, not too okay. So around there, all right, 5348, right around there. Yeah, I need to check the numbers. So where are we now? 457. We are 57. So which means that we still got about another $4 drop on silver before we can hit a good level. So silver to drop another 2 to 3 level first, then it's a good buy. Then that we say it's the same thing as gold going down to 3856. I think this one we can actually look forward to that, yeah. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, all right. So for silver now the KSI has also turned to red color. So that means that the selling pressure is coming in, and also the KCX is still at the bottom. So that means the market is still very bearish at the moment. Yeah. So overall, silver to drop to 5338 level is a very high chance it will happen. Maybe take about 1 week, maybe 2 weeks, I don't know, but it will be going down. And once you reach there, maybe you can consider to take a look again. Okay, can, yeah? All right, so that is silver for you. All right, now let's look at this Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin has been coming down, and same thing, it is a K trend. Bitcoin coming down, K trend happened. And the thing is this now, can you see that the KSI over here is very big? The KSI is very big, but it's so big, but yet the price is not moving. So this is a problem. That means that the market now, right, for Bitcoin wants to go up with the big boys coming in to buy, but there's no push-up factor. So that means that this buy could be just a short covering. It's not a buy new position. Or the market actually knows that silver has more downside to go. So that's why if silver now, there's a KCB here, everyone take a look. This KCB is 59640, and it works strongly as a support at the moment right now. So if the silver breaks down and go down below 59640, there's a very high chance silver will go all the way down to 57,000. Now, from 59,000 to 57,135, this is actually a very big move. So that's why I felt that Bitcoin might be heading down to 57,135, because we all know that many people have been buying Bitcoin, trying to expect it to recover, but I don't think Bitcoin will go up in the near term, at least not now. So my personal belief is that Bitcoin will trade down instead. So traders, I think you should also weigh your odds and consider to look at this Bitcoin first a bit more before actually engaging into this trade here for Bitcoin. Yeah. So guys, Bitcoin, I said again, likely should see a 57,135 in the near term. Okay. All right. All right, so that is the Bitcoin. Now, next market I want to show to you is the Dow Jones. Okay, now Dow Jones is still on an uptrend. And you can see that Dow Jones now is trying to test 52,500. All right, this is the strong area that the Dow will love to touch. And today Dow is still pushing up. The opening price, as you can see, is at 52,168. So meaning today is still about MLP, right? KSI is also still green, so everything looks good for the buy side. Everything looks good for the buy side. Okay. All right. So the thing is this, if the Dow Jones is to go up today, the first target will be 52,479. So this is the target it should be going. Now, looking at the sideways movement now, the main thing is that the Dow has to break below 51,974 for it to pierce below the MLP, which is nearby, before it can come down to the KCB at 51,801. All right, so today the Dow Jones, if it stays above OP, it should be going towards 52,500. But if it stays below OP and break below the pivot 2, there is a chance to see 51,801 for this week. All right, for this week, yeah. Okay, so that is the Dow Jones. All right, now look at the NASDAQ. Okay, the NASDAQ, we have a KSI turning green, and we have the 4 diamond has popped up, but this diamond cannot use yet until the next day. But the previous diamond is still available, so just draw the line first. So you can see the market now is above the OP and above the diamond line. This guy is still not born yet, so cannot use. So what we are seeing right now is that the NASDAQ is having some resistance at MA 30 at 29,765. Okay, and traders must watch out for this. If the market already touches the MA 30, if it stays above, then of course Nasdaq is going to go all the way up to 29,956. Right. So if the Nasdaq do break below OP, then the Nasdaq will be a bit of selling all the way back down to the MLP, which is here. Okay, so traders, please take note of this potential downside that can actually happen. Yeah. Okay. All right. So Nasdaq, watch out for this. Now, last market that I want to show to you is oil. Now, oil, as you can see, has been selling all the way down. So same thing again, it was due to a K trend. You can see it's selling and broke below KCL, bam, coming right. But recently, you can see it's firming a bit of here at the base, and the KSI have increased the selling, but the price is not falling. So there is a chance that suddenly there might be a sudden shoot up to a new level. So now we have a KCB at $72.96. So which means that if you buy oil right now, I think it's pretty cheap. You buy oil now here, you just keep it. The first target you can expect to see will be something like 72.96 level. Now that's about nearly $2.40 potential gain. Yeah, $2.36. All right. But potential upside is actually potentially there. So why don't you just consider? Okay. And of course, if it goes much higher, wow, the next two places you can go is MA30 and MA200, and that's $82. So where are we right now? We are $70.61. So we are saying that if the market can go up, we are going to see a upside of almost $10 to $12 upside for crude oil. So why don't we try? So the $82 is the potential target. Latest is $80. So traders, you should actually consider to look at crude oil to buy. I got this feeling that maybe in July, the deal between US and Iran doesn't go out well. And of course, there might be even more little conflict here and there to pump oil higher. I think it's possible, yeah? Okay, all right. And there's a request to look at Hong Kong. Now, Hong Kong market, I have been very bearish. I told you Hong Kong market most likely will be coming down. Let me show to you my reason. Just hang on a little bit. Okay, so this is the Hong Kong market. Hong Kong market, right? You can see over here, the market went up all the way, but yet the boys were selling. So when the market come down, we sell. So Hong Kong market today, right, has already break below OP and break below the MLP, very serious. And now he just broke below the pivot 2 is even more serious. And that's why I think that if the market continue to go down, most likely we're going to see this point here itself, and that point. Let me just check for you. Right, it's about 22,500. Yeah, 22,500. So it is possible for Hong Kong to go there first. Okay, 22,500, because you can see the KSI, the selling has accelerated again. So that is possible for the Hang Seng to drop, right? Okay. All right, guys. So that will be all for today, but don't go first. Hang on, just hang on first. Don't go. Just give me 1 minute. I want to show something very, very, very important. Just hang on. Okay. Now, if you are into this Twitter, right? Okay, or X, right? Please consider to join my CRAZII Twitter or X, because I got some good article to share with you. Now, I think there is an article that I want to share, but I'm not too sure why is it stopping here. All right, it's basically, okay, coming in, just wait for a while. Go to my home, go to find CRAZII. All right, go and find CRAZII on X, crazy.com on X. This is my number. You can find me. My name is there. Now, one thing is that if you look carefully, the recent movement now, in every 4 years in July, the market get hit with a major correction. That is what we just saw earlier. I'll try to show you again shortly. And then after that, this is what I'm talking about. The New York Stock Exchange margin debt securities are getting even more shaky. That means that a lot of money are being borrowed money by the people to buy shares. So if the share price collapse, then all these people will be very, very, very bad in shape. Yeah. So again, you don't want to come to that point. Okay, so I want to share with you that this is statistics for the last 10 years, no matter how things always happen when they are in the month of July and things get pricked along the way. So just to share the thing with you about this, yeah. Okay, so this is the Dow Jones chart over the last 5 years. And you can see that, let me see that July, do we have the same problem here? Okay, need to do it slowly. In the month of July, let's see, this is still January 2026. All right, so a bit more. Last year, when it comes to July month, okay, a bit more. Right, July month, the first few days, the market actually goes to a sell mode first. Then after that, we have the recovery before the sell came big time. So that is what happened in July in 2025. Not very clear. Right, this one in July 2024, the market actually shoot up first before coming down later. So not a very, very accurate system. It's just that it just tell you that the market will be very volatile. Now, very volatile is a confirmed thing, but whether which side to go up, we just have to follow the candle will be a better idea. Yeah. Okay. All right. So that will be all for this morning session. Now, tomorrow onwards, right, we may change our timing of the Zoom session. I will confirm this and send information to all of you later. Yeah. Okay, guys, take care. And I say again, there's very good chance we will see some selling in the US equity market. So please be very careful. Trade with care. This is Kel signing off. Bye-bye.